Hi, I'm Maggie.
I'm Elena. Sup? Okay, today we'll be testing the myth that honey never spoils.
Ever.
We've heard for thousands of years that it's been found in Egyptian tombs and all over the place, basically. So
today, our hypothesis is that honey can never spoil, but that by an artificial means, we can make it spoil. So today, we're going to put our samples of honey in a double boiler, in a fridge and a freezer, as well as in a microwave, an oven, and just because we're awesome like this, we're going to use a propane torch on it, and we're going to dip it in dry ice.
all so that we can get water in there, which will make space for like the air and in turn the fungus and
which will spoil it.
Yeah, all the other stuff. So now we're gonna do the test on our microwave samples.
Okay, so we're gonna put them in the microwave.
In the microwave. Revolutionary.
Here we go.
And we're off.
Whoa.
It bubbled.
Okay, it peaked at 198.6. 158.1.
143.9. Yeah, it peaked at like 141.
So in the microwave, we saw immediately when we took it out, it flared up in bubbles.
Lots of bubbles. When it cooled down, it solidified around the edges and sort of more of a gel now.
All right, now we're gonna do our oven experiment. Again, we've put them in the little metal muffin pins because if you put paper in an oven, it'll catch on fire. Okay.
Time to open the oven.
Okay, the oven was preheated at 350 when we put these in, and they were in for about 7 minutes.
Okay, 215.8
Hold this.
is the high point for A. 215.9, the high for B. 213.6 for C.
So in the oven experiment, we noted that the honey bubbled up, and it also became a little bit more amber colored, and it's a lot more liquidy.
In our double boiler, that heats the honey without actually having it in the water.
So we're gonna put them in the pot now because our pot is now moving erratically, which means the water is boiling.
Woohoo, right?
Woo.
Okay, the temperature of A, 132.8. B is 127.4. C, 124.8. And D, 129.7, it seems.
In the double boiler portion of the experiment, the honey didn't really boil up, but it has become really, really, really runny. First, we're going to start with sample A.
And basically, attack it with fire.
Ooh, look at what it does.
Okay, it bubbled at first.
That is cool. All right, here we go. We're going to take the internal temperature of our first sample, which is now a lot more liquid than the first one. Okay, it peaked at 221.7. Here we go, the internal temperature of sample number B. All right, this one peaked at 218.3. All right, this one was at 211.8. We let this one go for a little bit longer, just to see what will happen. Yeah, it's hit 227.6. After we superheated them to over water's boiling point, which is over 100 degrees Celsius, we noticed that as they cool down, they did cool down quite rapidly, as you can see from sample D and sample A. Sample D is still quite runny, but sample A is more or less more solid. But there's all four of them are way more runny than they were when we took them out of the bottle.
So now we're gonna take the samples out of the fridge.
They've been in there for quite a while. We've just taken these out of the fridge, and as you can see, they still are honey colored, and they look normal, except they're not moving, and you can basically hold it upside down.
54.3 seems to be its low point. This is B, seems to be 55.7. C is, its low point seems to be 55.5. 57.3 was the lower part of that one.
Their physical appearance is pretty much that of honey, except a little bit colder. And now we are ready to take out our freezer samples. As you can see, they look pretty much the same as the fridge samples, except colder.
31.7, the low point for A. Yeah, 28.4. It was 36.6 at the lowest that we measured it.
We're going to take each of our 4 samples of honey and we're going to put it directly on the dry ice. The dry ice is 109 degrees below zero, and that's in Fahrenheit, so that's very, very, very cold.
We're gonna leave them there for a minute or two.
Our honey has been sitting on our dry ice for about 5 minutes now, so we're gonna try it and take the temperature of it. Whoa!
Alas.
It's frozen like completely solid. Okay, B is loose enough to let us through. Negative 2.3 degrees Fahrenheit. One part of C is frozen
Completely
to the part
solid.
where we've made honeysuckles. It's at 3.1 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, now we're gonna do our last sample number
Sample
D.
D at 4.1 degrees.
So we have fantastic results when we put the honey on the dry ice. As you can see, we've made honeysuckles that are quite hard and you can basically knock on them. Our hypothesis that we could find something to make honey spoil has been confirmed because we did find the microwave and the oven, two things which most people have in their houses, and that can ruin honey beyond the point that you can no longer use it as a food sweetener. So, myth busted.